we are about. Oh fuck, did we just... Okay, fine. We'll buy it again. You know, it's basically spyware, Flav. Have you by any chance used any of these things in the last 72 hours? A mobile phone, WhatsApp, the Windows OS, the internet in general, email, Gmail specifically. Let's see, what else do I have in my direct vicinity? Phone. No, you know what? That's a good example. If you have at any point used any of these items in the last 72 hours, please realize that what you just said is dumb as fuck. Fuck your blade. Fuck your blade. I think you still have shit on you. So let's not sell that. It's basically spyware, June. It's like, you do realize that literally pretty much every single part of your life has that shit installed, right? Do I have to start selling the expensive shit? I'll sell the expensive shit. Okay, got it. Now I'm going to save. Did I just hear a... No, I didn't. I would have sworn I just heard a Kiska. All it needs is Nomada's name in front of it. It would be perfect. Alright. Strap this man in this armor. Verpine. I am going to blast through this planet. Baragwin assault gun. Random ass belt. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go to the Starforge system. The Republic, the planet has no entry in the Republic archives. We'll make one. Right. We're getting to the kinky part of the game.
Strong child, but I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark
Very
side.
kinky.
You think torture will turn me, Malik? You're a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
Such resolve in your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila. You hunger to taste it. Become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
Very kinky. And here we go. This is where the whole fucking thing started. I still don't think I was able to do it justice entirely, but with the lighting in Empire at War, I did the best that I could.
The Starforge. I've never seen anything like it.
That's just an image on a 2D plane. I tried to extract that model from the scene. It's just a fucking image.
Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range.
We're outside their sensor range.
Of Sith fighters coming in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets.
But we're outside of their sensor range, guys. Oh, there it is. It's a fucking static image. I hate it. Fuck you. I was looking at the Starforge. Wow. That engine glow just stayed there.
Oh, we've got problems. We've flown in some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
Yes. Go? No, you know what? Do we think we need the last show bit? Do you think he needs to see that too? I don't know. Depending on how much time you got. Watch until that immortal bitch takes my holocron. Then, if you don't have a lot of time, skip forward to when we first encounter the tomb of the Dark Lord himself. When we go in there first. Just start watching from there. And it'll all become clear. There was good stuff before that. But if you don't have a lot of time, that's the place to start. And if you do have the time on this fine Sunday, well, definitely watch that bitch run off with my holocron.
Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage,
Still think this planet
repairs,
is the most pretty one in the entire game.
Get the Ebonhawk airborne again.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the hulls of many crashed ships scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
The Cathar's right. This planet's a technological graveyard. I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming from?
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again.
People won't be doing that anytime soon. No, because the entire planet is dust. I wonder why the Sith ships aren't affected. The disruptor field could wipe out their entire fleet. Yes, very, very sensical. Why does the Sith fleet not crash down the same as us? There is likely where the answer lies.
They must have some kind of protection
To
against
this problem.
it, but the Republic fleet won't. We have to find a way to disable that disruptor field, or the Sith will slaughter them.
They won't even need to. They'll just crash down onto the planet and the Sith will be like, got him! Without firing a single shot.
Coming from some type of large stone structure to the east. It looks like some kind of ancient temple.
A very apparently technologically advanced ancient temple, which of course in Star Wars all temples are. You all seem to be forgetting about Bastila. Bastila is so balls deep, she's beyond saving. Thought we needed to find some stabilizers. Let's go check it out. We'll find what we find.
Power. It probably has something to do with that disruptor field.
Hey, don't forget about Bastila, guys. We still have to rescue her too.
I only hope we're not too late. Bastila has been Malik's prisoner for a long time. If he can turn her to the dark side, she will join him, and the Sith will be invincible.
I'm sorry. Have you seen me on the battlefield? I feel like we'd win, regardless. Just put me in the general position, and then I'll do the rest. Keep pouring in troops, and I'll do the rest. Yeah, I feel. You know what? I feel like this is a very accurate answer. Even together, they are no match for me.
I remember, though I hoped you would not be so quick to embrace the being you once were.
No, what I am right now.
Feels as you do, then she is lost to us, Revan.
Joy Malik shall suffer the same fate. Don't call me that. This is all just a bunch of wizzy-woozy bullshit that I don't give a shit about.
Let us hope it does not come to that.
Well, if Bastila's on the Starforge like you think, Jolie, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field.
Yes, we need to get to the
sooner
disruptor
we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound, Karth.
Well, so do I, Mission. So do I.
Dark side point gain? What? Oh, right. I did just say I was going to kill someone. Well, you know, shit happens. Assassin droid. Super OP Mandalorian. Give me. Alright, so this planet I think is the prettiest one in the entire game. For a couple of reasons. Why? Or why? One, the light. The light is this beautiful great... Oh, Jesus, it's Giska. Beautiful blue hue. Second of all, the skybox is absolutely stunning. Look at that. That's the best thing you're going to get in this game. It does not get any better. Now, third, this planet is filled with beautiful scenery. It is literally a tropical island. Not entirely, but you get the picture. We've found the Giska homeworld, wiped them out, all of them. I suppose. I assume they just crashed there, but yeah. And yes, a downed Hammerhead cruiser. Man, I love the Hammerhead cruiser. Such a pretty fucking. Yeah, would you say that for a second? Such a pretty fuck. I don't remember. Huh. I mean, I suppose I'll take it. How close can we get? Ah, that's it. Okay, well. Close enough. You know, I bet you that if you were to measure that, it would not amount to 300 meters. But what the fuck do I know about this game? That ship is not 300 meters long. I do not believe it. Don't believe it now. Didn't believe it then. Okay, any other random? God damn this game. Any other fancy things around? No, yes, yeah, no, that's blocked off. Okay. So what else have you got for me then? Alright, we got the shields at the... That just says 1. I have 2 and then 4 more in store. I'm fucking buffed out of my fucking mind. It doesn't fucking matter what happens here. Fucking bring it on. If there's combat to be had, there's people that are gonna be dying. Put on that Master Valor and fucking let's go. Hit me up. Oh, right. Yeah, you do get these guys. Man, dude, when I played this game for the first time, I was so fucking hyped by all of this. Alright. Did I not just... No? Okay. Oh, and now there's Duro. You've defeated the murderous animals. We thank you, woman, for saving us. No problem. If your arrival had not been so fortuitously timed, we would have been in great danger. Thank you again for saving us. What are you doing here? We crashed here where our mining survey vessel encountered some strange sort of energy field. It disrupted our engine and power systems and forced us to make a crash landing. Join the club. Where's the rest? Probably dead. What happened? Many have been killed in the hands of the locals. A few tried to swim to one of the closer islands, but we have not heard from them in many days. The natives go. Right? Why don't you try to get to the other islands? The others are not returned, but it may be because they could find no way to. Oh, you both went separate directions. Maybe they found the way out. Well, not out, but they lived and they just... Oh, fuck, I clicked through that. We shall remember you and hope that, should you escape, you tell the Republic of those who are stranded here. Don't worry. You're not actually running towards my ship, are you? Where the fuck did you guys piss off to? Are you hijacking my ship? They better fucking not. It's not like they can go anywhere. Alright, let's get out. I mean, do we even need the Giga guns when we have that? No, we don't. We don't need shit. We are absolutely undefeatable. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to drop a save, and then I'm going to take a quick toilet break. Because I need one. Ladies and gentlemen. Don't fucking go anywhere. And we're back. How are we doing? Still discussing games like Fallout, Skyrim, a ton of others apparently. Oh good, he found one of the clips. Or he made a clip. Alright. It's a good thing that people are making clips. I need to see a whole bunch of them at the end of this livestream. Whenever that is. I actually can't be streaming for too much longer. That sound is exactly the same one that you're about to be making. I hope you realize. Oh, just... I mean, when they clump up like... Look, I may have the most OP blades in the galaxy right now. But when they clump up like that, it is just way too good not to do that. I have to see. We'll see how the intelligence build works out. This intelligence build is going to ruffle stomp this game like I've never done in any game before. Did I apply Valor yet? No. Now that's a large engine. It's very shiny. Is there a piece that we can take from said engine? I seem to recall that's how this goes. We need to find stuff. We need to find bits and pieces. Also, Rakadan Temple. Man, I remember when a guy called Dark Awakening helped with Old Republic at war and he was making models for all this shit, like that temple and shit. And they actually were pretty good. Look, I fucking love this section of the game. It's so beautiful. I also wonder what the hell that is. But it doesn't matter. Can't stream for too much longer, someone drops. I... Damn it, guys. But look, my sister and her boyfriend are coming over tonight to kind of celebrate all over the birthday. Now, me and my sister and her boyfriend have nothing in common. They have zero interest in things like video games, live streams, anything that I do, and they do things that I have absolutely zero interest in. So it's awkward enough as it is. But we're doing a get. The fuck? We're doing a get together, and we're gonna try to make it work. Stay your weapons. We are not here for battle. That's very wise. They also got Rancors. The Great One, from the one, the Great Champion of the Rakata. Okay. Anyway, so we're getting a get together, and I want to have some time to prep, get some food ready and all that stuff. Make sure we have enough beer, that sort of shit. So that's why there can't be a giant giga stream. Rakata, the Great One, what are you talking about? Well, it's not happening.
Hold on a second. You understood these goggle-eyed freaks? You must have come to this planet and learned the language back before the Jedi messed up your mind. Back when
wow, that was a stretch. That was a logic stretch. Your power and skill in battle has impressed the... Right. Come with us now and we'll take it. You know, for a species of blade-wielding warriors, one would think that eyes set that far away from their skulls are a problem. The one is the leader of our tribe, the great champion of the Rakata. He has feasted on the flesh of many foes. Right, so we're getting a bunch of indigenous crazy folk. The Rakata are very interesting. Right, take me some water. Now, I won't be spoiling anything, of course, but once all the information is revealed, then I would love to discuss more. Alright, here we go. HK sneaking. Sneaking. I knew you would not forget the vow you swore to me. Oh yes, that vow. The vow for Cusco. Cusco's vow, yes. That one. Ah yes, the vow to the Great One. The Great One's vow. The vow specifically made to the Great One. Yes, that vow. I don't remember any vow. The one who came here before you and Malik, the one who served you, yes. You promised to slay our enemy in exchange for our aid. You swore to destroy the elders and bring us their secrets. Are you saying this means nothing to you now? I'm saying I don't remember. That's all. Don't put words in my mouth. I don't like that. My mind was destroyed. My memories were lost. That's a bad thing to say in this position. That's also a bad thing to say in this. Whatever. You're not the same. It won't happen. No, dude. Of course it won't. I mean, come on. Look, there's a couple of very crazy... I mean, you're one of the crazy people, but there are some very crazy people out there. But it's not like this is a regular event or anything. That's not what this is. That shit doesn't happen every fucking fortnight. You can't force me to kill your enemies. What was this vow? Vow to kill the elders and bring us their secret knowledge they protect. In exchange, we promise to use this lost knowledge to help you enter the Temple of the Ancients. I like how these people recognize you, but literally no one in the galaxy does. You had forgotten about us? Alright, well, clearly at some point I managed to get the fuck off this planet without their help, so I could do it again. Temple of the Ancients. Yes, actually, why are we in this arena? Why do you have rancors? The last time I was here, you arrived with Malik. 3 of your galactic stand years ago. 3 years? Really? Scouts saw the skyship plummet to the earth, and they went to loot the crash out. And then there was me, probably killing them. Seeing your power, they bowed before you and brought you here before me. Use your powers to rip the Rakatan language from my mind. Now she drove Basic into her skull so we could help you in your quest to find something called the Star Forge. You can do that with the Force? That seems interesting. Well, it seems useful. Why do you have Rancor? Why would they not? It's like... I don't know, you know, ancient, like, random-ass species dropped on this fucking planet. Got no idea what the starship is. How the fuck do they have Rancors? That must have not come from this place, because then we'd have to take the Rancor away from this place to other planets. Or maybe they were planted. Maybe they. Okay, how about this? They crashed here, and then they raised them. I don't know why we'd be transporting Rancor over here, but I'm sure someone in the past 1,000 years did that. Otherwise, that's the best they got. They'll likely have some pet Rancor in their Empire days. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's also a very... Yeah, maybe they simply brought them over. Right. You say my ship crashed. Was it because of the disruptor field? I know nothing of this disruptor field, but throughout the history of our tribe, ships have fallen from the sky. It's always been this way, though in recent generations, this has become more frequent. These guys lose every single bit of info they had, or something. Such magic to make metal fly. And we may one day unlock these secrets. Right. This is how we acquired our Rancor Warbeat. There we go. Several young specimens were recovered from a crashed vessel. We raised them to adulthood, training and breeding them to be loyal beasts of war. This is gonna be a worthy challenge. I need parts to repair my ship. This I cannot help you with. Alright, well that was expected. Their use is a mystery to us. As a show of good faith, I will allow you to search the stores in our tribe and take whatever you find in exchange. I know you will destroy the elders. Bring the secrets. I first want to know what the fuck these elders are. Tell me about these elders. Have you tried peace? I mean, I know the answer is no, but have you considered it? You know? Walking up there with a basket of flowers or something? There's weapons of light and fire. They will not reveal the secrets. They fear the knowledge they themselves guard, and they will never willingly surrender. Interesting. Tell me of the temple. I know the secrets of our ancestors are contained within. The temple itself is barred to us. When last you were here, you and Malak sought to enter the temple. You sought ancient knowledge and a way to escape this world within its stone walls. Presumably we found it. But only the elders know how to bypass the barrier that surrounds it. See, that puts you at a disadvantage. Destroy them and bring back their secrets and we will help you to enter the temple. That was our agreement. Assuming they can actually do that. We don't know that. I thought the Rancors were the Thresher Maws in Mass Effect. No, the Thresher Maws. I mean, we saw the Thresher Maws in Mass Effect. We know they're not the same thing, right? Oh, whoa. Don't put that many spoilers in the chat. Come on. Well, I mean, fuck it. Who hasn't played this game at this point? Fuck it. Spoil away. They did crash in a zoo ship. What? Typhon had them too. What? Whatever the fuck that means. Scientists mutated them to give them wings. Called them Dragon Rancor. The fuck? How can we prove on this? Give them wings. Yeah, that doesn't work like that biologically. I don't see any other choice. I'll be back after I kill the elders. Their compound. From torturing the few elders we have captured, we know something of what lies beyond the gates. A giant booby trap. The elders are few in number. If you could get past the exterior defenses, you could surely slaughter them all. Alright, well... so where is this information? The computer? That's the word prisoners have used. When we forced them to explain, they said this computer was some type of thinking machine. This speaker such machine inside the compound. They don't believe there's any secrets. Okay. Whose mind broke beneath the torture. He raved above ancient rituals of lost power and forgotten secrets. Most of his dying screams made no sense. He spoke of a book, an ancient tome that recorded the most powerful knowledge. Bring me this book. No, here's the knowledge, okay. Alright, so obviously we're gonna hear these elders out before we do anything else. So if I now open this door, do we suddenly get attacked? What happens? Locked. That probably doesn't work. No. Alright, so you're telling me that I can steal every single thing inside these? Oh god, this is gonna be filled with useful shit, isn't it? But like, what if it had wings? Really? They actually did that? God damn it. Alright, the Zabrak combat suits aren't worth much. The strength gauntlets, I think, are also pretty worthless. Light scan visor. Now that one I will take. You know what? Let's just take it all. Fuck it. We're stealing it all. Look, these people are... This is like the Native Americans. Then when the guys that we now know as the Americans landed, they obviously took all their shit. Now, they apparently had cities of gold. So they just kept coming back until they had all the shit. Whoa, is that a Verpine thing? Hang on. Wookiee Warblade. Thermal yeah, please. So obviously that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. Demo +4. Alright, well, let's just stick to the awareness.
What?
Alright, what happens if I pull this lever? Okay. Will not budge. I feel like these are the wicker bins from Tatooine. I think they may actually be that. Sith Tremor Sword. What the fuck? Rakatan Battle Wand? Quarterstaff, medium repeating blaster, Mandalorian heavy repeater, Zabrak, Tysel Mark III. God fucking fuck me. That's a lot of shit. Alright. 3 to 3. You joking? On hit, stun chance, 50% chance, 6 seconds. DC 4. That's actually not bad in that sense. But in every other sense, including damage, that sucks. Sith Tremor Sword. 4 to 14 +2 Sonic. That is really strong. I mean, obviously not strong like as in what we have, but it's a strong sword. I don't know, you'll have to keep up with the chat. I've not been keeping up with chat that much. I mean, I've been keeping up, but I'm not reading chat, so to say. Well, I'm reading chat, it's just that I'm not quite understanding what the fuck they're talking about. In that sense, I'm not keeping up with chat. It's a different type of not keeping up with chat, really. Oh, wait, was that all of his booty? As in, he's the Ancient One, and these are my stacks of gold and treasures? Did we just steal it all? Probably. I mean, they don't have much of a choice, they just let us. Lore Master will surely be interested in the stories you have gathered. Oh, dude. Is there a Lore Master? Oh, we are not finishing this planet today. As the creator, they claim any piece you wish from the treasures we have collected. Alright, boys, grab the bags. We're doing it. We're robbing the blind. They may not have cities of gold, but it's actually a very, very nice place here. Dude, you know what the best thing about this is? This is low poly enough that you could literally export this from this game and then stuff it into Empire at War. As a reward for slaying our hated enemies, you may search our cache for whatever parts you need to repair your ship. Let's let you aid you. Alright. I also love that they still have the star. Look, when I first played this game and I finally got to see the Starforge, this symbol that was fucking everywhere throughout the game, from the Sith symbol to the Cannon symbol to all the ancient temples and shit, it all suddenly makes sense to me. It was like, oh, the knowledge was revealed. Suddenly it was like, oh fuck, so that's how that works. It made sense. Everything suddenly makes sense. Alright, now, I am terribly sorry, indigenous people, but just like any good historian will tell you, there is about to be some solid exploitation that is about to happen here. And I also want that lore. Especially the lore, actually. I don't much care for the stuff, but the lore. Where's this lore master? Someone bring me this lore master. Oh, Pumanai. Oh, Pechututu. It's kind of like Twilight, but not really. I mean, I'll take all these drugs, though. They apparently have stashes filled with them. You know, this really looks quite nice. I really like all this. Talking about the Rancor and Rakata. Then Rancor and Typhon, right. Leo. Is that the... I mean, hang on while I rob you blind. I will be right at you. Actually, before we go talk to that guy, let's first rob the entire compound. Man, I fucking love this whole planet. It's so, everything is so pretty. Settlement exit. Right, we're not looking for that. Let's actually head over to the... No, you know what? Let's just walk slowly. I'm enjoying this. This is nice scenery. Best scenery in the game. I love it. Looks so pretty, everything. I just like the setting. I'm gonna be honest, I just really like the setting. The whole tropical, warm climate thing. Oh, wait, there's the lore master. Okay, so that Ludo guy is someone else. Alright. You are the one who defeated our warriors in combat, aren't you? Yes. The one who wields the magic to defeat the elders. I wield the force. It's glorious to see such a power come to our aid when all was thought lost here on this godforsaken island. Was the rum gone by any chance? I was able to commit the elements in such a way, it's awesome to behold and must be even more so to wield. I think you misunderstand what the force is. No, yo, look, you don't, look. When you find the natives, you don't try to talk sense into them. You accept the fact that to them, you're a godlike power. You don't try to tell them, like, yeah, no, dude, don't worry, it's just a phone, okay? You accept that for them, that's magic. And they're never gonna understand what the fuck that is, okay? That's what you say. The force, not merely the elements. Yeah, we're going with that. Please, Great One, enlighten me to the scope of the power you wield this force. Quick, activate force, drop pants on everyone in the compound. Force is a power that flows through all life in the universe. The force is natural energy that gifted people can use. The true nature of the force is being able to project your will upon reality. I feel like these are all different ways to say the same thing. The ancient drugs they will kick, brother. Behold the power of the intelligence drug addict build. Predorus, welcome back. You, sir, need to go back into the VOD and watch that. You need to watch the whole Corbin section of the VOD. The Star Fudge, the apex of the creators. Infinite drug empire. These frog people need Jesus. A power that flows from all life in the universe, natural energy that gifted people can use. True nature of the force, being able to project your will upon reality. You know what? I mean, I kind of want to say this because it's truthful, but I know that in the situation we are, this is not going to go well, okay? We need to say this. If we say the wrong thing, they're going to attack. Force things to be the way you want. Yeah, kinda. I mean, yeah. The only true force is to be able to change destiny. The strong of the will, the strong of will can have whatever they desire. That's not what that means. One as weak as yourself could not see the true power. I'm sure if I told him that he'd believe it. But when you are the god of a species, kind of like this, you gotta not act like a dick. Able to change this destiny we are in, this stagnation. You with your power can break the Elder's power and free us to move on. Now, I'm sure we're not going to be able to truly gain your power and your wisdom. Thank you. That's exactly that's the response you want. Can't wait to see what havoc your magic will wreak upon the Elders. Alright, so obviously we're not going to kill the Elders without hearing them out first. We're not just going to be able to say, guys, make love, not war. They're not going to, that's not going to happen here. They're not going to accept that. I mean, if I could save them both, I'd probably do. But I'm thinking one of these species probably is going to have to die. Or one of these two tribes. Which kind of sucks, but... I mean, if there's an option to save them both, I'll save them both. Do not let this happen again. Lore Master. I am... Gyurshi. Lore Master of the tribe. I am the keeper of our histories and the chronicler of the conquest of the One. So far, isn't he kind of stuck on that front? Not remember anymore. Are you a lore master? What do you do? Memorize books? Just convince them to blow up the temple and then ferry their... I mean... That is... Well, yeah. I mean, we're not going to go into politics, but that is kind of how that used to work. With colonizers. Do you not hate me for leaving your people before? Those are the kinds of questions you don't ask. What do you do? Memorize books? Position of Lore Master is a sacred and respected one among our people. We are the keepers of the history. The ones who pass down the tradition. Oh, right, it's verbal again. Have you people not mastered writing? For fun. Yeah, they do. Why don't you write it down, you dumbasses? I'm here to chronicle our conquest and the achievements of the One. I have followed his exploits for many years, and yours as well. Mine? Mine? When last you came to this island, the One had just arrived with his army. We spoke then as now, and you told me of your travels and stories about the worlds beyond ours. I wonder what I told them. You spoke of a magical force you wielded which gave you power over the elements. But then you left us. Went back to the stars, never to be heard from again. We wondered what had happened. What could have gone wrong? But could do nothing against you or the Yes, because I was in space. And you were chilling here on your beachfront property. Making 20%. Can you tell me the history? Dude, we are gonna be on this for a while. I hope you guys are happy with the lore segment, because this is the lore segment. Tell me about the elders, tell me about the One. Tell me the history of your people. What of our people would you like to know? Reproductional habits. And rituals. Time before our most ancient histories, there was nothing you could call the Rakan people. There were unintelligent proto-Rakata wandering the surface of this world. Okay. Spawned from the womb of this world, they were gifted with the brilliance of thought, but not tempered with the wisdom to use it. Sour. So it's kind of like us. Right now, when the gods of the sky first spoke to them, the ground shook and heaved, and fires raced across the surface. They fled beneath the ground to escape the calamity and dwelt there for some time. They were orbital bombarded? Gods of the sky. At last the gods spoke to them in dreams of the surface and the light. They re-emerged from the ground and found the land much changed around them. Terraforming? Go on, I need more info. I can't piece this together without more pieces. Can't make bricks without clay. Gone were the plains and the valleys they had known. Instead there were islands stretching across the breadth of the world. The world had been remade for them by the gods of the sky, and they gave thanks in fear and gratitude. But the plains and valleys... Gone were the plains and the valleys. Okay, so they added water? I mean, obviously they had water before because you can't have life without water. At least I don't think in the Star Wars universe that works. But... So they split up the continents? No. Look, this is what must have happened. They must have had like 1,000 years of like fucking rainfall or some shit to terraform the whole thing. And then they became islands. Gone were the plains and the valleys they had known. Yeah, because they were now filled up. That or they were orbital bombarded and then all the water... Maybe the groundwater evaporated and then they fucking dropped again as rain. The world had been remade for them by the gods of the sky, and they gave thanks in fear and gratitude. Look, this is what I miss in new games. The wondering, the thinking about stuff, the mystery, the whole... everything. It no longer feels fake. It feels real, as if you can touch it. This is what I miss in new games. Anyway, tell me how your people came to be. Tell me about the gods you mentioned. Wait, tell me how your people came to be. That is the same thing, right? Right, okay. Tell me the gods. The world was ruled by the gods of the earth and the sky, both living and dead. Spirits? Force? Ghosts? The sky gods remade the world. The gods of the earth who had sheltered and protected their cattle were gone. Whether dead or asleep, they have not been heard from again. There was a war. They were uplifted by one species and another species bombed them. Nor do the gods in the sky listen to our pleas any longer, although we can still see their lights gleam in the heavens. So we mortal Rakata are left here to our own devices, to make the future we demand for ourselves. That is quite interesting. Last time I was Dutch, I couldn't see my uncle anymore. What? Nico, what? Nico, are you okay? Do you need... Do you need help? Mental help, maybe? Alright, I need to have this again. Ruled by the gods of the earth and the sky, both living and dead. The sky gods remade the world. The gods of the earth who had sheltered and protected their cattle were gone. Whether dead or asleep, they have not been heard from again. Nor do the gods in the sky listen to our pleas any longer, although we can still see their lights gleam in the heavens. Alright. Tell me your first civilizations. Back in the days of the first awakening, when our people rose from the ground and brought the light of civilization to our new... Back in the days of the first awakening, when our people rose from the ground and brought the light of civilization to our new world, our people spread far and wide across all the islands. Among these people, there were some that rose to greatness on the largest islands. Yeah, because that's what you need for society. Lot of land. Rakata envisioned and forethought who built great monuments to themselves and their leaders. But these cultures did not know their true strength. They did not draw upon the knowledge of the past to feed their present. Of course, these cultures, with their centers of learning and their great temples, collapsed in riots and chaos, burning their cultures from the world in an orgy of violence. There's 1,000 years of darkness before the light of the First Empire rose upon the blood of the past. First Empire, please. With the first civilizations of our people destroyed, and chaos and anarchy sweeping the islands, it seemed that a time of darkness had descended upon us that would never end. But a strong nation of survivors yet endured. On one of the smaller islands near the equatorial regions, they had not forgotten their oldest traditions, those learned from the gods of the earth while we dwelt beneath the surface. Taking the knowledge of their elders and passing their wisdom and skills on to the next generation by earthing their flesh, they built a culture unrivaled throughout history, greater even than your vaunted republic. For millennia this empire stood, uniting the many islands of our world into one cohesive whole, each generation passing its strength to the one that followed. Are these islands supposed to be planets? No, they're actually talking about planets in the or islands in the equatorial region, so that does work. But the fate was unkind to these great Ricada. These first ones of our kind rose above savagery to create a true... I'ma need this whole thing again. Started by chaos and anarchy sweeping the islands, and it deemed that... Yeah, no, they're actually talking about actual physical islands. It's not metaphorical. It seemed that the time of darkness had descended upon a world that... upon us that would never end. A strong nation has survived yet endured on one of the smaller islands near the equatorial regions. They had not forgotten the oldest traditions, those learned from the gods of the earth while we dwelt beneath the surface. Taking the knowledge of their elders and passing their wisdom and skills on to the next generation by eating their flesh? What? That's not... whatever. They built a culture unrivaled throughout history, greater even than your vaunted republic. For millennia this empire stood, uniting the many islands of our world into one cohesive whole, each generation passing its strength on to the one that followed. By eating the... But fate was unkind to these great Ricada. These first ones of our kind to rise above the savagery to create a true, lasting civilization. So what happened, bro? Let me guess. Warfare. Skin had been hardened and turned black from the time our people spent beneath the surface. But always at the fringes of society there were rumors. Rumors of those whose other colors who survived above the surface, while we dwelt below. We can pinpoint no direct cause of the collapse of the First Empire, but it was swift and total. We had taken centuries to build and was maintained for thousands of years. It disappeared within 10, perhaps 20 years. That's not long. From the ancient cities we have examined, there was much fighting and death, as well as fires that burned bright and hot enough to melt the stones of their palaces to glass. Orbital bombardment. In scattered fragments and records, we have heard of people being found. A people unlike the Ricada, but taking our form, who waged a monumental war that tore civilization apart. Oh, what? What this war was, or who those beings were, we do not know. But they are the demons of our legends now. We believe them to be gone, wiped out in that vast conflagration, but we cannot know for sure. Who the fuck? Bro, there's so much lore here. Again. Our skin had been hardened and turned black from the time our people spent beneath the surface. Right, different species. But always at the fringes of society there were rumors that those others of other colors who survived above the surface while we dwelt below. Right, so they survived. Point no direct cause of the collapse of the First Empire, swift and total. Everyone got fucked. From the ancient cities we have examined, there was much fighting and death, as well as the fires that burned bright and hot enough to melt the stones of their palaces to glass. Also, in scattered fragments and records, we have heard of people being found, unlike the Ricada, taking our form, who waged a monumental war that tore civilization apart. What this war was, or who those beings were, we do not know. But they are demons of our legends now. Who the fuck? What happened after the collapse of the First Empire? Our civilization lapsed back into savagery. We were no longer the great people of centuries past. Right, so they regressed into brother, tribesman on tribesman, until all fought and sought to destroy each other. The legacy of the final war and the collapse that came after it still echo with us today. We are still a fractured people. Many tribes dwell on these islands, warring with each other constantly. Each seeks to grow its own strength, absorbing that of its enemies through their flesh, cut down in battle, but none had been strong enough to exert their influence over more than a handful of islands. Until now, that is. We now are in the midst of a great war of reformation, of reclamation. Don't you just love it when everybody starts murdering each other? His dad went to the store for... Yeah, that's the joke I saw coming. Tell me of the War of Reformation. Before, none were strong enough to bind together the tribes and unite them towards a common goal, but that changed. Now we do have a leader, and under him we have swept across the islands, conquering all who have stood before us. And that is that ancient one. Or the one, sorry, not the ancient one. How many islands have you conquered? How long has this war been waged? How many islands? Over the last 20 years, we have conquered over 100 islands, both large and small. The one has led us to victory where none have... Alright, so we are talking about Alexander the Great there. Further strengthening with the blood of our enemies. Yeah. We have subjugated many tribes as well, their warriors joining ours in our great crusade. But recently, things have not gone so well. More and more outsiders fall from the sky and kill our people. More and more tribes resist us, or even rebel. It's taken a great part of our strength to resist, but under the one we shall prevail. Nothing shall stop him from forming the Second Empire. And then there's me. Alright, now on to the other questions. How long has this war been waged? Oh wait, that's the same thing. Right, okay. So that one is also going to give me the same answer. I know I'm just yawning, but this is interesting. This is exactly the part of this game that I like the most. Tell me what happened? What happened to the collapse of the first after? Right, that's the War of Reformation. What is the one doing here then? We've heard of the temple on this island, the temple of the ancient, a building the like of which has not been seen anywhere else. A place of great power, it was reputed, with great guardians as well, which are the elder, I'm assuming. One came here with an army to see this temple and seize it for our cause, but they were met with strange and powerful magics, which have defeated us at every turn. Machine guns. So now the one sits here and broods on his troubles, listening only to the messengers who bear his orders to all corners of his territory. If only the riddles of the temple could be solved and its guardian elders removed, then he would consume their flesh and knowledge to bring unity to our people. Cannibalism. It's my sincere hope as well that you can help us with our great task. Oh, fuck. Hang on. That was the wrong thing. That guy with that sword behind me? I don't like that. Alright, tell me the one. The great story, the one would take many days to tell in its entirety. It is my speciality, of course. It's literally what you do. Why would you like to know of his great story? How he was raised. Born to poverty, raised in a hovel with no elders to guide him and share their strength with him, he had nothing to rely on but himself. But in his weakness, he was uniquely destined for strength and the burdens it carries with it. In his youth, it was obvious the one was destined for greatness, but when a youngling, he defeated one of the strange blue armored warriors who fall from the sky and feasted upon him. The Mandalorians? He killed the Mandalorian? Impressive. The respect from this battle gave him the step he needed to go forward on a path that has led him ever upward since. So, we got a little Mandalorian up here. Great. How did he come to power? By adulthood, the one who was held in awe by those of his tribe, both as a warrior and leader. When he challenged the chieftain, no one doubted that he would prevail. And he undoubtedly did. The chieftain could see, and knowing that the one who would bring his tribe to greatness, offered himself up without a fight. The tribe fed well and was strong for his sacrifice. Fucking cannibalism, man. Under the leadership of the one, his tribe conquered all the others on the island, conquering and subduing their warriors, feasting on their chieftains. God damn it! Fuck. Growing his own army. That doesn't help! Oh, maybe it helps them. Why did you use them to fight your battles? He was truly a force that could not be stopped, a leader unlike any we've seen. He will be the one to unite us all. Tell me of his conquest. After he had conquered his own island, and his army had grown to a large size, he turned his eye towards the nearest other islands in the archipelago. Don't tell me I got a whole geography of this archipelago. With each island that fell to him, his army grew stronger, his wisdom greater, and each chief given up to him, and his vision for the future for our people brighter. Before long, he had conquered every island in a month's sailing, and had armies expanding in every direction. It seemed that nothing would stand against him then, but we heard of the temple of the ancients here on this forgotten island at the edge of the true sea. And the one was intrigued. It was a place of power to be sure, and none could doubt its significance. Driven by portents and omens, we came to this land with 1,000 of our finest warriors. And here we stand. We cannot leave while the temple stands unopened, but we cannot enter while the elders stand against us, and the one who sits every day brooding on the fate that has led us to this impasse. That's it? Okay, that's probably it. What is the one doing here then? Right, we already read this. Alright. I swear to fuck, this weather, the warm weather, it's really making me lazy. I shall remain here, listening to those who wish to speak and remember. I got us a lot of HP, or XP. Tell me the history, tell me the one, what happened to the last... Right, now okay, I knew there was more to this. History of the people, tell me, what happened the last time I was here? Came to Shoulder, yeah, before you had constructed the settlement. Came to us, defeating our scouts who confronted you, much as you have again this time. We had not yet attacked the Elders' compound, but we knew of their presence and the depths of their knowledge. We advised you that the answers you sought might lie within. Made a pact, an agreement that we could breach their compound together, take their secrets, and we would do... And then you found a way... Okay, so they're actually rebuilding their species. I found the way into the Elders' compound, never heard from again. Jesus fuck, there's a lot of lore here. You know, the elders are Okata like us, but different as well. They control strange powers and magics that we cannot understand. We came to this island drawn with a strange culture we call the Temple of the Ancients. We were expecting perhaps a few survivors. Once troops captured a few of their scouts, we could learn nothing intelligible from them. And reaped terrible casualties. Came back here with near 1,000 warriors, and you can see how now what we are reduced to. They cower in their fortress, and we are powerless to root them out. That's why the one needs your help once again. Right, alright, now the other questions. What happened last time? Tell me of the elders, tell me of the temple. Do you know anything about other survivors? Yes, do you eat them or what? Yes, there have been others who wield powers like you, whose weapons spit fire and light. They have killed many of our warriors, and we hunt them down as we can. Perhaps there are some among them who would prove useful, but we cannot take the chance of that in our lesson state. Understandable. Tell me about the temple. Large structure, the likes of which have been seen on any or no other island anywhere. Its architecture resembles our own on a vastly greater scale. I can understand it. The elders may hold the key. At least the temple may bring power to unify this entire world. Probably. The nature of this power escapes me, but I cannot deny its vision, or I cannot deny his vision. Barriers around it keep us from entering. The power of the elders seem to draw. You can see strange objects arise from it into the sky regularly. Okay, so they actually have a miniature spaceport. How are you prevented from strange objects? Objects come and go from the far end of the temple frequently. We do not know what manner No things they are, but we suspect they are like our boats. Boats that right, spaceships. You can make these boats our own, nothing would escape our grasp. You don't have the manpower to conquer the galaxy, but good luck, even if you do get it. How are we prevented from entering? There's a strong barrier of light guarding the front entrance of the temple. We cannot breach this barrier. Our attempts to go around it through other entrances have also been met with failure. No one tries to enter the temple through other means or travel to the island. Oh, okay. No one returns. Great. How's the Elder's power similar? Shard meat in an instant. Lightning! Many warriors died there, their bodies forming a new wall for the Elder's defense. Like a... Temple 2 uses light through this time as a shield to block us from entering. Alright, is that it? I think that's it. And last time, the survivors... Alright. Well, that was that. That was, that took a while, guys, but I like these segments of these games. That's it, like there wasn't already 40 minutes of lore being listened to. Ah, that's fine. You don't listen to the lore, piss off. Piss off, Ghost. What time is it? It's 5:30 right now. And we can just peacefully leave. Fucking Rancors. Technology of the red... Hold up! Say that again. I need you to say that again. Few among us are expected you to ever return, Revan, yet the one understood you would not abandon us. Was the one who found and trained our great war beasts. Because of them, none dwelled there. Oh, okay, so that's how they conquered everyone. The fucking Rancors. The technology of the Red Rakata is a powerful weapon. It even allows the tribe to stand against the might of our war beast. No, you don't have anything? No? Okay.